At today's briefing, we also found out investigators are going through camera video to learn more about what happened and when. Investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes with the newest timeline of events.
Surveillance video from Robb Elementary School, investigators say, show the terror that unfolded. Texas DPS Director Colonel Stephen McGraw says at 11:27 a.m., a camera shows a teacher standing at a door that was propped open. That was just 1 minute before the suspect crashed into a ditch near the school.
The teacher runs to the room 132 to retrieve a phone, and that same teacher walks back to the exit door, and door remains propped open.
At 11:30, someone called 911 to report there was a crash and a man with a gun. McGraw says a school district officer responded.
Sped to what he thought was the man with a gun to the back of the school, what turned out to be a teacher and not the suspect.
At 11:31, the suspect reached the last row of cars in the school parking lot and began shooting outside of the school. At 11:33, the suspect entered the building through the unlocked door and went into a set of connected classrooms.
He shot more than 100 rounds based on the audio evidence at that time, at least 100 rounds.
2 minutes later, 3 Uvalde police officers entered the building.
Went directly to the door, and 2 received grazing wounds at that time from the suspect while the door was closed.
From 11:37 to 11:44, DPS says the shooter continued firing rounds in the classroom. At 11:51, a police sergeant and U.S. Border Patrol agents arrived. 12 minutes later, more officers entered the hall.
And there were as many as 19 officers at that time in that hallway.
At 12:15, Border Tactical Team members arrived. At 12:21, the suspect fired at the door. Officers moved down the hallway. And nearly 30 minutes later, officers breached a classroom door with keys they got from the janitor and killed the suspect.
Colonel McGraw says the gunman had purchased 1,657 rounds of ammunition. Investigators found a total of 60 magazines, 58 at the school and 2 at the suspect's home. Back to you. Thanks, Cheryl.